Mazda is proud to have been named the best SUV brand by U.S. News and World Report. Right now, get 0% for 60 months on both the Mazda CX-30 and the Mazda CX-50. Experience the Mazda difference and save thousands at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for 9 News Now. I'm Tisha Powell. We begin with new details in the case of NBA YoungBoy as prosecutors are requesting to revoke bond after his arrest in Utah. Rapper NBA YoungBoy, whose name is Kentrell Golden, is accused of several cases of fraud in order to acquire promethazine with codeine, a cough-suppressing drug that is prone to abuse. Investigators say that Golden used the identities of several women in order to illegally get the drugs. The Middle District Louisiana court sees this as reason enough to hold Golden without bond until his trial. The judge is currently working on setting a date for his hearing. A Baton Rouge police officer ended up taking a murder suspect into custody after a traffic stop last night. Police say Tramal Baker was driving a car with no headlights on Plank Road around 11 o'clock last night. Police say Baker was pulled over on Sycamore Street. Police say Baker tried to run away with a gun, but an officer caught him and took him into custody. Baker was wanted in connection with the shooting death of Tremaine Richardson last December. A Baton Rouge police officer convicted of malfeasance about a month ago has had his verdict reversed today. Former officer Donald Steele was accused of taking advantage of a young woman he pulled over back in 2021. He was fired and convicted, but today the judge decided to reverse that ruling. The judge says that they made a mistake by convicting the former officer of a crime that does not exist. You can check the 9 News app for an in-depth breakdown of the case by our I-Team investigators. This afternoon, a judge granted post-conviction bail for Jace Boyd, the man convicted of manslaughter in the deadly shooting of a panhandler. At court this morning, the judge awarded Boyd a $100,000 bond. If Boyd puts up the money, he'll be allowed to leave jail until his sentencing in June. Boyd was convicted of killing a panhandler named Danny Buckley in the parking lot near Trader Joe's here in the Baton Rouge area. He faces up to 40 years in prison. Now let's take a look outside. Not a bad day leading into the weekend. Let's see how the weekend is going to shape up. Let's get to Jeff Morrow with the forecast. Jeff?
Tisha, we've been dealing with some clouds and some passing sprinkles out there. You can see the satellite and radar behind me shows those mostly cloudy skies, and radar overdoing it a little bit. So once we tap into our first alert radar network, our exclusive radars here at WAFB, tells more of a complete story. It's really a passing sprinkle or two. You can see a few light showers here in Wilkinson County, a few more over in Point Capee Parish and West Louisiana Parish, and a few more down here Livingston and Southern Tangipahoa Parish. But temperatures have been able to climb into the 80s even with the abundant cloud cover. Thought we would see some clearing skies. That has happened off towards our west, but haven't been able to see that here locally, so we've stayed out of the mid-80s once again for today because of that cloud cover. I think we'll climb maybe another degree before all is said and done, so let's call for 83 at 4 o'clock to be our daytime high, but it's a slow fall through the 80s into the 70s later on this evening. A couple of passing sprinkles, maybe a light shower here or there for the next hour or two, but we'll be dry as we head towards sunset. Now let's give you a look at your traffic, give you a first alert to that Thursday commute, seeing delays in both directions of I-10 right now through the city. Heaviest delay obviously is in eastbound direction. You can see those delays begin right around LA 415 Lobdell and remain heavy through LA 1 and the I-110 interchange. This is our camera shot between LA 1 Port Allen and LA 415 Lobdell in West Baton Rouge Parish. Traffic moving towards the camera is in that eastbound direction. You can see no delays going westbound, obviously. Your drive time right now from Gross Tate to the 10110, which is the Baton Rouge side of the bridge, that's 34 minutes. Average speed of just 28 miles per hour. You can use US 190 as your alternate route, but probably just as quick to stay on I-10 in the eastbound direction. I-10 here at Acadia, and you can see some congestion in both directions, but westbound is the traffic moving towards the camera. We've got some slowdown, some brake tapping between College and Acadian right now. Your drive time from the Mall Bluebonnet area to the I-10 bridge, not too bad in the yellow. 11 minutes right now with an average speed of 43 miles per hour. Tisha?
All right, Jeff. Thank you for joining us for 9 News Now. We'll have much more in 25 minutes on 9 News at 4. I'm Tisha Powell. Thanks for watching.
If you're ready to score savings on your new vehicle, the play call is simple. Make your way to Team Honda. That's where you can see the new 24 Civic, named the #1 compact car on the road and the best compact car for the money. Score your new Honda savings at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.